Are you the rational kind of leader who never loses his head? The one who always keeps his cool? Well, just be careful, because over-controlling your emotions can make you lose your impact as a leader. Here is why. Let me share with you a strange experience I've recently had. My coaching client, the CFO of an IT company, started our session with a rather upsetting story. It turned out that one of his peers has been gossiping behind his back, spreading all sorts of unfounded rumors and actively trying to undermine him in front of the whole board. He told me this story, and he presented it in a calm, stoic manner. Me, on the other hand, I felt the anger rising in my stomach just by listening to his saga. My own feelings were in such sharp contrast with his impassive voice and his unemotional face that in the end I just asked him, "How come you're so calm about this all? How can you remain so detached?" "Well," he said with a poker face, "I'm just being professional." Well, I wonder, is it really what being professional is all about? Should leaders just turn down their emotions to zero? And all this in the name of professionalism? My CFO client rarely shows any of his feelings. Even in the safety of our coaching discussions, he always remains 100% rational. And can you guess what his biggest struggles, his biggest dilemmas are? Firstly, how can I motivate myself? How could I find my passion again at work? And secondly, how can I engage and motivate my team? Well, motivation and showing emotions go hand in hand. If you want to inspire others, you need to connect with your feelings and express them. The word emotion actually means moving. By turning off your feelings, you lose your power to move people. You lose the very essence of leadership. But let's stop here for a second and look at the other extreme. There is one major concern managers often raise about emotional leadership. They say, "But I don't want to become a moody and irrational leader." And sure enough, we all know those over-emotional bosses who regularly fly off the handle, get carried away by their feelings. They get in a huff, they shout at their colleagues, acting completely irrationally. You know the type I'm talking about, right? You understandably don't want to be a leader like that either. It seems that you have to strike a delicate balance here. On one hand, you should regulate your emotions, not letting them to take over and cloud your judgment. On the other hand, you should show your feelings, share them with others so that you can connect, create trust and engagement in your team. Now, if you would like to find out more about how to regulate your emotions better, click here on this video. However, having worked with leaders for nearly 20 years now, I found that displaying too little emotion is much more common a problem than showing too much of it. Leaders share very little about themselves. They try to be professional. They hide how they feel, and this way they create lukewarm team cultures. Or worse, their lack of approachability might trigger a culture of anxiety, as people just don't know where they stand with their dispassionate managers. In her research, social scientist Brené Brown asked over 7,000 people to make a list, naming every emotion they can label while they are feeling it. The average number of items on these lists was 3. Only 3 emotions: happy, sad, and mad. This is a very poor result. We are clearly not very good at connecting with our feelings, naming them, and expressing them. But as a leader, it is our job to connect with people and create an impact. And we can only do that by becoming more emotionally expressive. So start working on this. First of all, learn to notice your emotions as they are happening. You can practice mindfulness techniques, for example, to raise your awareness. Secondly, learn to name your emotions. Expand your vocabulary. If you can name it, you can learn to recognize it better. And thirdly, practice expressing your feelings. Show them to others. Your emotions are like your powerhouse. You can either be scared of it, always being cautious, what if it overheats, what if it blows up, or you can learn to release and use its power to move things and to achieve incredible results with your team. If you like this video, you know where to find the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell for notifications, because we would very much like to see you here again.